Hello, everyone. This is JD Calderon, and this is Indy Comics Explained. And I'm doing something a little unusual. I haven't done one of these. Well, I haven't. I don't think I've ever done one of these. But what I'm attempting to do here is to share my enjoyment and my love, or my childhood love, of the Elementals. And what I'm basically going to be doing is, since a lot of these books are long out of print, and I don't think a lot of people have access to them. I mean, they're around. You can definitely find them. I occasionally run across them in 50 cents and dollar boxes. So if you look around, you can definitely find them. But what I want to do is just do a reading of, I'm going to actually read the entire issue um, of the Elementals. And I'm looking to do one a week until I've exhausted my run of them. So please, and I'm hoping that the quality of the camera that I'm using is good enough that if you want, you could just turn off the audio and maybe just read the comic if you want it all on your own and not even need my voice to go through this. But this comic book is very interesting. It's Justice Machine Annual Number One. This is the first appearance of the Elementals, and it's Mike Gustovich's creation. It was done by Texas Comics, the only issue that ever came out. And I won't linger too long on the Justice Machine part, but it's a fascinating thing because the one issue came out, and then they ran these poor guys ran out of cash from Texas Comics, and it has the Thunder Agents as well as the Justice Machine. This cover was done by Michael Golden, inked by Mike Gustovich. It was written by Bill Loeb, and it was illustrated by Bill Reinhold. Um, all great creators who went on to do other things, a lot of other things. Um, I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of this because it focused primarily on Wally Wood's Thunder Agents, which at the time I didn't have a great deal of experience with, so I wasn't as appreciative of it. I wanted to see more Justice Machine. That's what I was a fan of. But I mean, listen, in rereading it's a good story. I would have liked just a bit more, like I said, Justice Machine in it. But you listen, the artwork in here is fantastic. These books, you can find them. Like I said, on occasion I run across them in dollar bins or 50-cent bins, or you know, you can find them on occasion. But okay, but towards the end of this book, we have this, and this is as far as I understand, the first printing of sequentials of the Elementals. So, look, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna read through this, and hopefully, all of you guys can will sit along with me. And like I said, I'm looking to do one of these a week until I've exhausted all of the ones I have. I have the first run, the second run, and a partial of the third one. I don't have everything, but you know, we'll do our best. So it's Texas Comics, The Elementals, created by Bill Willingham. Starts off June 5th, 1:35 p.m. An island somewhere in the world. You sent for me, sir? She is called Shapeshifter. Reasons will come later. And the other thing I will also try to do is keep my commentary to a minimum because I'll sometimes want to comment on the panels and the way they look, and Bill Willingham's art because it just I think looks incredible. So, yes, I wish to report on your Seattle mission. Yes, sir. Using the equipment you provided, I was able to trace the unusual energy readings you detected. As you suspected, they were supernatural in origin. I traced the energy emissions to this estate on the south shore of Mercer Island, in a predominantly Jewish residential area. The property is owned by David Golden, a New York lawyer. Its caretaker, Lawrence Carterhall, lives there year round. I set up surveillance of the estate and discovered the sources of the supernatural emanations this group of the individuals known as, okay, and I guess it's supposed to be the elementals. The title of the story, The Shape of Things to Come. Script and pencils by Bill Willingham. Inks and colors by Bill Anders. Letters, colors also by Keith Wilson. Editor Mike Wolf. Publisher J.R. Riley. So to continue, I observed them for several days as they conducted combat training. As you can see, they are successfully primarily in getting in each other's way. Their abilities are apparently corresponding to the four legendary elements of nature. I decided to do a background investigation for each of them. The apparent leader of the group is Jeanette Crane, aka Morningstar. She is or was a police officer in Los Angeles. Her power is pyrokinetic, the ability to spontaneously generate project flames at unbelievable temperatures. She also seems to be completely immune to all effects of heat. This man is Jeff Murphy, codenamed Vortex. He was a helicopter pilot for a Navy Special Forces team during the Vietnam War. He was also a pilot for the Coast Guard. He has the ability to fly at tremendous speeds. He can also project blasts of highly concentrated winds, equaling equaling colossal concussive force. This one is the most unusual on several occasions. I observed this 14-year-old boy transform himself into a creature called Monolith. His name is Tommy Zakura, son of a deceased archaeologist in his transformed state. He appears to be composed of living stone. His considerable strength is in proportion to his increased size and mass. Finally, there is Rebecca Golden, codenamed Fathom. She is the daughter of the estate of the she is the daughter of the estate owner. It appears that her new skin color and webbed fingers are permanent mutations. She has the ability She has the ability to control massive amounts of water from any available source. I'm sorry, I'm just my eyes have to adjust to this. She also seems to be able to turn into living water. There's one more important piece of background information. They're all dead. Officially, they all died on the same day, 3 weeks ago. Obviously, these deaths were arranged, which seems to indicate government involvement. No, they're all right. It's a little difficult to follow some of the patterns of these. And it is very early work for Bill, so I think he was still straightening it out. I put my judgment into effect yesterday morning. All right, I'm gonna read it from top to bottom. I think that's the best way to read it. So, no, their threat is more personal than that. Well, then I, well, then I decided to. You decided to attack them by yourself with no instructions from me. Yes, sir. I thought it was necessary. Why? They were an unknown force which appeared out of nowhere. As you have pointed out, sir, your plans are approaching a critical nexus. I had to quickly evaluate any possible threats to those plans. I judged that the best way to do this was to observe them in the actual combat situation. I put my judgment into effect yesterday morning. Well, you're all up early this morning. What have they done to my kitchen? Couldn't sleep? You're wearing your uniform. Are you under your friends? Are you and your friends going to work out again? When your father sees the mess you've made of the grounds, he's going to hit the roof. I called him last night, your father. Oh, what did he say when you told him about me? Miss Rebecca, if I'm going senile, I would prefer that you come right out and say so. I didn't tell your father anything except to get the next flight out here. When he arrives, you can tell him you're not dead. And what you showed up here out of the clear blue, all chains and green. And here's Vortex. I'm flying along a wing and a prayer. Pardon me, Tommy. Where are you going, Jeff? Where else? You really like it up there, don't you? Best place in the world to be. I observed the one called Vortex. Vortex separating him from the others. So I determined to take him first. I chose an appropriate shape and maneuvered above him for a surprise attack. This should be high enough. Now to see what I can really do up here. Perfect control. This is fantastic, huh? What's up here? This high that could cast a shadow. Like this. Vortex, I think you're in trouble. Well, there won't be any training today. The clouds that Fathom summoned turned into a thunderstorm. Do you mean Rebecca caused this? How can anyone living have such powers? I'm not sure anything living can. That's the front door. Hello, Fathom. I think we're being attacked. Wait, I think he's coming around. Vortex, Jeff, can you hear me? What happened? Eventually, be careful. Whatever it is out here, it's probably associated with the menace we've been sent back for. What's that sound? Oh my god. Fathom, look out. Scat kitty. That was well done, my pretty girl. Keep that up and you just might survive this. But I rather doubt it. Surprise. Those are warning shots. There won't be any more. I suggest you surrender. I think I'll pass on that if you don't mind. Morningstar, look out, you'll. Then they clash into each other. What happened to Fathom? Did I kill her? Well, that well that takes care of Fathom, and it looks like Morningstar is stunned too. Vortex is definitely out for the duration. That leaves Monolith. Now where? Now I wonder where is he is. What was that? I don't know, man. It's coming from that house up there. From that house? But that's my house. Wow, man. Just what is going on there? You can batter at me all day without hurting me in the slightest. My super pliant form makes me impervious to your strength. Perhaps so, but I hope you won't mind if I test your theory. Lake Washington is very deep and mostly bottomed in mud. I didn't know if he could drown in his rocky form, but I knew that at his massive weight, he wouldn't be doing any swimming. He was effectively out of the fight. Inevitably, units 2, 3, 2, 5, and 19 respond to a disturbance at 1405 Lake Drive. Hit the lights, Junior. Let's go. You vault. Well, Morningstar, should be about ready for some more fun. I wonder which form I should use to finish her off. I know just the thing. Whoa. I told you wouldn't get any more warning shots. Ready to get up yet? You hurt me, you little bitch. Next time we meet, you're dead. What's happening here? Everybody freeze. All right, until we sort out this mess, everybody's under arrest. Good lordy, Becky. So when I had enough first-hand information on them, I broke off the fight and returned here. And your evaluation? They're very powerful, but inexperienced. They have great potential. Are you considering recruiting them? No. They will not join me because they have been created specifically to destroy me. Summon the rest of your team. You will leave at once to eliminate them. Then we have the Flash Elementals Get Own Book. First issue on sale in October. You don't dare miss Death Duel with Destroyers, excuse me. You know what a nasty temper Morningstar has. And that's the last page on the first appearance of them. And they eventually go from here to Kamiko. So the next issue I will be reading will be Kamiko. And that'll be that. And that's the back cover with the elementals on it. So it's actually pretty cool. Thank you, everybody, for sitting here and putting up with me. Like I said, let me know your thoughts. I probably stutter a little bit too much, but as I do more of these, I think hopefully I'll even that out. I really don't want to edit these. They take forever to edit. But thank you again. Please hit like, hit subscribe, share out the video. Let everybody know we're here. And please go out and find some independent comics that you enjoy. This is one I grew up with, is one I enjoyed very much. I felt it was the Elementals and Bill Willingham in general was a huge influence on myself and my writing. So please, like I said, go out there, read more comics, especially mine. Thank you so much. Have a great day.